B-Max Audio Adventure. It's BJJ365. I'm back. I've been in Los Angeles and San Diego and Murrieta and Rancho Cucamonga and Covina. I've been in Southern California. That's where I've been. And I've been a little bit out of pocket, been out there training. Me and Lindsay took a week-long trip. I know we've been keeping y'all updated a little bit, but I've definitely missed some days of the podcast. And I'm sorry, but I had to. I just had no choice. Some days I'm traveling, I'm gone all day, and just didn't have a way to record in a meaningful way. I could have just put up some garbage for you guys to listen to, like, hey, it's me, I'm back, But I don't want to do that. So back in town today, back in Decatur, Alabama, the lovely and gracious oasis of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu Decatur, back in my office. Nice and early, 7:30 a.m., nobody's here. Can focus and get some stuff done. Got a lot of catching up to do, a lot of business stuff, a lot of jiu-jitsu studying still to do, a lot of lessons to absorb from the training trip. So it was awesome. If you guys don't get out to other schools regularly to do some good hard training, I really encourage you to do that. For me, I'm not a huge competitor. I've done plenty of competing, but it's just not something that motivates me and drives me. I do, however, want to have the best jiu-jitsu, just for my own sake, for my students' sake, for my family's sake. And to me, getting out and rolling with people in their own gym, to me, that's even better than competing, because nobody wants to lose in their home gym, so you usually get not always, but normally you'll get a guy's best game right there in his gym, and he's comfortable, he slept in his own bed, he's rested, you're not, because you're on the road and, you're kind of unsure coming into somebody else's gym, how to roll with them. That's, to me, when I get the best training and when I have my most fun training, and it kind of takes the silliness out of competition, the whole pressure that you put on yourself. And maybe you guys don't do it, but I know you do. Most of you, at least. Put a ton of pressure on myself as a competitor. Just unnecessary. It makes me stressed out, didn't want to do it. But that pressure is good and it's helpful, and you need that. So, balance to all things, as always. This week, we're going to be working on the warm-ups, of course. Today's warm-up E, which is the quarter guard system. If you're down with 10th Planet and you want to study Eddie Bravo's game, in my opinion, warm-up E out of the 10th Planet warm-ups is where you need to start studying his game. Starts with the quarter guard, gets into the Z and the lockdown, whip up, all of Eddie's home run opening game. That's his game. And so if you're looking to master the clinching style guards, or looking to master the 10th Planet way of doing things, I put that 10th Planet way in quotations, the 10th Planet way of doing things, then I highly encourage you to really get warm-up E down, get it into your, as Eddie would say, get it into your DNA, so that it just happens without any kind of thought whatsoever. And I think that you'll have tremendous success with that. Also, there's a really cool discussion going on my Facebook group right now. So it's Facebook. The Facebook group is called BrandonMC.Ninja. It's not my page, but it's a private group. So you have to request to join and all that. But there's 2,000 active members, all jiu-jitsu heads in there. So if you're not on that, you have to answer questions to join and stuff. But I'll approve you. Just let me know you heard about it on the podcast, and I'll approve you. But there's an interesting discussion going on in there right now. Excuse me. That my training partner and black belt here, Matt Scaff, who is a beast. Those of you that listen to this podcast, y'all know that name. He said, he started a discussion. He's like, hey, listen, I think I don't believe in frames anymore. Framing as a part of jiu-jitsu. And it sparked this really long discussion. So I want you guys to go and check that out and just add your 2 cents. And My 2 cents was, I don't have any idea what you're talking about. I use framing everywhere. But it's, to me, that's a great example of what we're actually trying to accomplish here in Decatur, is that Matt Scaff hit the black belt level. And he's not just a regular black belt, by the way. He's like the kind of black belt that'll steal another black belt's soul, you know? But his game, his thought processes, his idea of what jiu-jitsu is and is built up, it's a lot different than mine. And I love that. That's my favorite thing about what we're doing here in Decatur, as far as like our pedagogy, our teaching style, our belief in education, is that you don't have to do what I do to be good at jiu-jitsu. You don't have to think what I think to be good at jiu-jitsu. I encourage all of our students to think for themselves and to stretch their education, learn from other sources. I don't know everything. I don't even know I barely know a piece of anything, much less know everything. So I love that. And so I love that Scaff is out there like searching for his own way in the jiu-jitsu world. And that's one of the reasons that he has risen to become such a force to be reckoned with as a black belt so quickly. And just a shout out to him. And definitely go check out that thread. Sorry I said so much right there, but I wanted to make sure that I got my requisite number of uhs in this podcast. So that's going to be it for today. I want you to go check out that link. I want you to work on quarter guard. I want you to work on your warm-up E. And here in Decatur, that's what we're going to be doing this week. I also want you to go by my website. It's www.brandonmc.ninja. It's $5 a month for all my classes. So if you want a little more instruction in that quarter guard, this is a good week to be jumping on that website. I'm going to be putting a lot of stuff on the website in the coming week or two about the quarter guard. So check it out. Also, don't forget about Toehold, TOE_HOLD on Instagram. Listen to this podcast, screenshot it, tag us both, and share it to your Instagram, and you'll be entered to win a pair of their personalized, customized flip-flops. Dopest flip-flops in the game, no question about it. And if you'll shoot him a DM and let him know that you heard about his company on our podcast, then he'll hook you up with the special Brandon Matt Catherine discount. All right, be Mac out.